Hey guys, I'm back and we're gonna get this on and popping. I'm using Nars eye primer all over my eyes and into my eyebrows, and I'm gonna just rub that out or rub it in with my finger. Alright, now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I wanted to do it a little bit softer this time, so I just used powder. This is Anastasia's dark brown eye powder, and I just used that on my eyebrows. I started in with the lighter color and then I went into the darker. Okay guys, now I'm using Anastasia 6.0 concealer, and I am going to carve out underneath my brows. I don't do the top part, just underneath, and then I use a synthetic brush and I blend that out to my liking. And if I don't like a portion or whatever, I go back with the concealer and just blend out again. And that's my process. All right, now I'm going into Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm going to put that all over my lid to get this eyeshadow look going. Okay, we're going to get into this eyeshadow. I'm using this color right there from the Viseart Pro palette, and I'm using that all over my lid to start this off. And then I'm going to get into my brow bone, that color right there, and that one, and I'm going right up under that. And then we're going to get into some colors. We're going to get into that reddish, that burnt red color, and put that right into the crease. And I'm just blending, blending, blending. I think that is a Zoeva blending brush. Then I'm going into a darker red, and I'm using the same brush and going on top of that. And then we're going to get into a richer color, which is that very dark purple, and we're gonna deepen that out some. I like this palette. um I think, I don't know if it was the formula or something, but one of my eyes watered really bad, but I still felt like I made it work. Okay, now I'm going into Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to cut the crease with this. This is in porcelain. So I'm using a flat brush. I think this is a MAC concealer brush, or spot concealer. I don't know what brush this is, but it's very small and flat, and that's what you need to cut your crease. So I use that and just gonna wing it out a little bit too. So I was talking about this palette. I like the palette and I like the colors. My eye tends to water a little with this palette. Well, one of my eyes water a little bit because the inner part of my, I think it was my right eye, it it cracked in the inner part of the eye from all that watering up. Okay, so now I'm going to put the colors on. I went with these two lighter, very pinkish, purpley colors on the inner part of the eye. Um, I really liked how I was able to put them down, and they didn't, you could still see them even though how pale they are. Sometimes when you get certain eyeshadows, they just, if they're too light, they're not going to really show. And I feel like they really did a good job on these colors. Very pretty. Okay, now we're getting into my favorite color. This color is so freaking amazing. It's a it's a purple, but it's kind of I feel like a little lavender. It is so gorgeous, and it had such beautiful pigmentation. I am in love with this color. Um, I really enjoyed this look as well because of this color. Like, it really made everything to me. Okay, now I'm using a wipe to just clean off that edge. I'm using a MAC wipe if you want to know. I used to just use tape, but now I just use the wipe. Now I'm using 2 drops of Duraline and my Inklot 77 eyeliner, and I'm using a Zoeva brush. It's bent um, to wing out my eyes. I love this brush. I haven't used it in a while and fell back in love with it because it makes doing my eyes, winging out my eyes so much easier. As you can see, love that brush. Okay, priming my face. I use Smashbox primer oil and Becca's First Lighting primer, and I also use Becca's Ever Matte primer on certain parts of my face, and that's what I used. All right, getting into foundation. I use the new Bobbi Brown's Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. It has an SPF of 15, full cover, oil free, shine control. This is in almond 7, and this is the first time me using this. I did not like it using the sponge. I ended up just using a brush because I wasn't feeling it with the sponge. Um, I don't really like this foundation. I This is the first time me using it. I have used it a second time. It's something about this that I'm not feeling. And also it does give you flashback. It does have an SPF of 15 in it. I took a flash photo. I look almost ghostly. Also, it's something about this coverage. Maybe I need to go up a color, but I don't. I don't know. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling. I feel like it wants to be all dewy, and it looks weird when I mattified it. I felt like I had too much um makeup on in my photo. All right, so we're getting into concealer. I'm using Kylie Cosmetics Almond, and I really like this concealer. I've been really feeling it. Um, it blends out really nicely and has good pigmentation. So I used my beauty blender at first to blend it out, and then I just scrapped that and went into a brush, which is like an old Sephora brush that I had, and I blend that out with the brush. I'm really, this foundation is just giving me heck. I've wore this foundation twice. Um, it does have flashback, and I'm just not feeling this foundation. It wants to be a little dewy, and it also wants to be matte, and it just is weird to me. I'm just getting, maybe my color is off because I ended up having to mix um my Cover FX custom drops and a little bit of Max um concealer into it, a little darker color, because I felt like the color is a little off too. So it may be that for myself, but ugh. So I'm also using a Laura Mercier in medium deep to set my face, and then we're gonna get into the contour. Okay, I'm contouring today with um a little bit of Anastasia's contour stick in earth, and then I went into it with Bobbi Brown's stick foundation in espresso tin, and then I blend this on out, sprayed my brush, and went into blending that. All right, now I'm using KKW's powder contour, and just setting everywhere that I blend out that cream contour that I used. And just blend, blend, blend it on out. All right, now I'm gonna set my whole face. This is Urban Decay's Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. This is in dark neutral. And then I'm going to put my blush on, which is a Clinique blush, blah, blah, blah. 03 Berry Pop. Oldie but a goodie. So at last, we're going to get into our highlighter, which is Whisper of Gilt highlighter by MAC. And I didn't get a chance to do my lips on camera, so I have a little clip of me. But I'm using Fenty Beauty's Single, and I use Chestnut lip liner from MAC. So bye. Until next time, thank you for watching.